Hey YouTube, probably hearing an echo because we're out here in the lobby and it is super echoey. We don't have enough stuff on the wall. We need some like echo dampeners or whatever. But I wanted to do a different background for a YouTube set, so here we are. This week we're going to do a catch up on a couple things. We're going to catch up on 2 midweek cutting videos we did, looking at the offspring from those. So the first one was 2 weeks ago. Now, before we do the first one, we're going to do was be this past Wednesday. So it was a blackhead leopard Redstripe pastel fire yellow belly het ultramel clutch. Really cool. Those are all shed out. We're going to show you those. And then 2 weeks ago we have leopard ivory clowns and a leopard clown pied. Really crazy. And then at the end we're going to answer a question that a lot of you ask. Why don't I talk about the pricing of these animals? You know, a lot of you know they're very expensive, some of them. Why don't I include that in my videos? So we're going to answer that question before the end of this video as well. Let's get in it. Okay, so here are those awesome babies from the Redstripe het ultramel clutch. Look at the variety. They've all shed out. Looking amazing. Okay, so let's go through them kind of a little bit in the order we cut them in, I think, actually. So that's Redstripe yellow belly leopard. They have such a cool, like, rusty color to them. Super sweet. Check out that belly. A little bit of a ringer going on here. Great reds, good flames. Leopard Redstripe it's a really cool combo. Does neat things. So next one, I think we'll go to this one. This is my best guess. Firefly, Redstripe, Blackhead. That's what I think on that. Blackhead definitely opens up the pattern. I feel really strongly about that. The Firefly is a result of all the lightness. Of course, the yellows from the pastel. Firefly makes it even brighter. And then Yellow Belly works with the Blackhead to really open up the side patterns there. Basically, it's make those alien heads so small and spread them really far out because those flames are coming up. And basically the flames are going all the way to the top there. Flames are basically coming all the way to the top here, meeting the dorsal. Really cool. Almost looks like a highway combo, doesn't it? That's neat. So next one, this is a kind of a really cool combination because basically when you get leopard and blackhead in the same snake, it does this, especially when you get the ringer gene involved. Now we're not going to go all the way into what the ringer gene is and everything, but basically it tends to blush out the backs of the blackhead combos. When you get blackhead and leopard in the same snake, it's just phenomenal because it adds a little bit of striping, this huge black area. I think this snake either has yellow belly or red stripe in it, but just because those sides, that fade going on, they're normally not this clean. It usually kind of goes down further, but that is really, really neat. So blackhead, and so it also has pastel in it. Could have fire. I think it's fire because it's so light. So Firefly, blackhead, leopard, probably yellow belly, possible red stripe, het ultramel. Really cool. Then we go to this really blank one. This is the one that was so surprising in the egg. This is the combination of whenever you have Redstripe and Mojave, it starts to head this direction. This one obviously had leopard. You see that really, really interesting scalation on the back of the head, really defined scalation. That is a common factor in the leopard combos. When you see that, something about the leopard gives it that look. So we know there's leopard in this snake. We know there's Mojave and Redstripe based on the look. We know it's pastel because of how gray and faded it is. I would say, personally, I'd say it's fire too. So Firefly, Redstripe, Mojave, leopard, het ultramel. Very cool. Then this is a Firefly leopard Redstripe. Really pretty. Redstripe just adds all these different blushings here in the back. Almost give it a pink look. Really bright heads from the Firefly. The pastel, of course, is the yellow. It's possibly yellow belly. I kind of think it is just based on this extra little flecking and noise inside the alien heads down here, but hard to say. But really cool clutch. Really excited about how these turned out. Really, really be cool to make ultramel versions of these in a few years. So the next babies we're going to look at are from actually 2 midweek videos ago. We did a cutting on a Ivory clown pied clutch, a lot of other genes in the mix, and there was 2 really crazy Ivory clowns. And I think we actually ID'd them right in the egg. We're gonna look at those, and there's 1 crazy clown pied in the clutch as well. So let's get into those and check them out. So let's start with the clown pied itself. So this one in the egg was super, super cool. We were very fortunate to get a clown pike, of course. Every time we hatch a clown pike, it's so special. Of course, you know it's a clown pike. It's got the big clown head there, you know, plus the pied pattern. And the clown actually has some effect on the saddles, but not a crazy amount. You still get kind of an eye for it if you've hatched a few of them. So this is Pastel, yellow belly, clown pike for sure. Now, I'm not sure on Enchi. I'm looking at that head. I'm thinking, some Enchi features in that head. And also a lot of pattern on the body, which might think Enchi. But also Orange Dream in the mix. So a lot going on with this snake. Really, really awesome. Always great to get clown pikes. But the next two, honestly, kind of took the show in the clutch just because they're so unique and so special looking. The first one is my first Pastel leopard ivory clown. So check that out. It's such a soft kind of, pastel really fits the description on this because it's such a soft yellow color with a real faded stripe there. Really, really pretty. And of course, got that leopard head we were just talking about with the kind of the accentuated scales there on the head. If you see a few of them, you'll start to get an eye for that. But beautiful animal, really, really faint pattern. Now this animal, as it grows, it may lose a lot of this pattern, become almost a white snake. When you get pattern that's really, really faint, it's pretty obvious that, or pretty normal for it to lose it a little bit. So the next one though, is not gonna suffer from that same fate, at least not as much. And here it is, a much, much more patterned ivory pied. This is leopard, Enchi, ivory clown. But check out the purple stripe. Now ivory clowns are really, really, really subtle typically, just a little bit of pattern. But what we learned a few years ago was that you put leopard into any kind of ivory and it adds tons of pattern in purple color. And so the Enchi brought in even more because we know how well Enchi and ivory work together and how well leopard and ivory work together. So I know I'm kind of rambling here, but this is kind of a combination of all the perfect genes to put as much pattern as possible into an ivory, and then it looks great in an ivory clown. Check out that purple stripe. A little bit of cool head pattern there too. Really, really neat. So happy with this clutch. Really happy with getting a clown pike and a couple of really nice ivory clowns. These both are 66% het pied as well, which will be cool to prove out in a few years. Hey YouTube, we're gonna do a new segment where we answer a question from the comments of YouTube video. It's actually a question we've gotten a lot in the past. And the question is, why don't we talk about money and about the cost of these animals, the prices of these animals in our videos? And the reason is actually multi-phase, but the main one is that we just don't want the content of these videos to be about money. We don't want that to be a focus of it. We don't think it's fair to the animals. It's really about the animals themselves and showcasing how incredible they are, growing the hobby, growing what's possible with these animals, and then just getting more and more awareness out there for how awesome they are and how much we enjoy them. So it's about sharing that passion. And from the very beginning all the way to now, we've never talked about how much this animal costs or this animal is available right now. This is not what we want the focus of the videos to be. And from the beginning, my hope was that maybe through these videos, it'll bring new people to the hobby, new people who can see what's possible, and also inspire people who are already in there in different ways in order to grow their interest. We have so many different viewers, from people who hate snakes but think these are pretty, people who are just learning, pet owners, hobbyists, breeder hobbyists, and the people who want to make it a business. And we really want the content to appeal to all of them across the board. And these are living animals, and they deserve our very best. They deserve the very, very best way to show them and not make it about the finances all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy the content going forward. And you know why we do things the way we do things. We will have some content about the business side, because I know some of you really care about that, but it'll be more generalized. We don't want to make this into a commercial for JKR. So if you do want to buy a ball python, let me talk about how to do that. It's a great site called morphmarket.com. It's used very, very commonly across our industry. I have snakes there, but it's full of amazing ball pythons from all different breeders, and there are so many amazing breeders in our industry that you'll definitely find the one you're looking for. So many crazy combos, so many amazing combos, some of which are similar or the same as you see on this channel. So check them out, find the right animal for you. I hope you are able to get to know some of the people in this industry and find the exact animal you want and start your ball python journey. Thanks.